So what I was trying to figure out is how can I do something in the living room, but how can I replicate it, duplicate it inside of a coffee shop or a sit down or if I meet up, and because I can't get everyone to a living room, and especially right now. These things are so demonstratable, you can even demo them over Zoom on yourself and people will still say wow on the other line. Seriously. Okay? So we're going to do a little bit of that today, and I want to make sure that we get a chance for you guys to see this. Now, for those of you, my brothers and sisters, I just want to talk to you real quick. Hey, how you doing? Hi. I know it has not been easy. Audio, video, not being here. I know that it was last minute, but this leadership group here, they're not just representing you. We want you to know from every country from around the world. So, annyeonghaseyo. 감사합니다. Hola. Ni hao.
Holla.
Ni hao.
Ni hao. Ni hao.
Yeah. So, we're coming, and I want you to, even though you might be far, I don't want you to feel disconnected, and that's why we've been working so hard to make sure that each and every one of you, because I know you have people here, and I know that it's been difficult, and you want to hear every last thing, and and we're going to make sure that we do everything on our part to get to the areas and get to the countries and service the countries from around the world to make sure that, because we will build the world's largest wealthy global community in the world, and we need to do that together. So, but I also want to show you guys how we can do it over Zoom. Is that cool? You can't respond, but is that cool?
Yeah.
There's your family over here, by the way, guys. So, all right, now, what we're going to be doing is, as we go through these, and as we go through some of these demonstrations and put these pieces together for you guys, all right, is those three pieces. So the story of the company, yes, the Benchbot story. Second is the story of the what?
Let's see.
And the third one is the what?
Demo.
Demonstration. After you demonstration and experience. So what are you doing? Is we're creating an experience for people. For most people, seeing is believing. Right? So you get to give people a result before you ask them if they're interested. That is very unique. So now I love recruiting. Like I love recruiting. Like I love it. Why? Because I don't think I'm introducing somebody to an opportunity. I believe I'm inviting somebody to participate in a community. Because they're not joining me, they're joining this. I'm not recruiting them to me. I'm recruiting them to something that if they choose to stay consistent, they can change their world. They can change their stars. How do I know that? Because I was that 19-year-old kid that got into a company that changed his stars. I made $15,000 a year teaching dance classes. That doesn't make any sense in a normal world of what's been happening to me in my world. Okay? But I want you guys to understand that there are people out there that they're not looking to make $1 million a year. They're looking to just pay their bills. Yes? So we need to meet them where they are through this process. But when we're out there, we're doing these demonstrations, we're doing the presentations, we're doing the experience of our products. I'm going to go through how I was able to break this down as simple as possible. So there are 3 steps in skincare. Write these down. 3 steps. Okay? 3 steps in skincare. Number 1 is you need something to clean or cleanse. Clean or cleanse. Step 1. Clean or cleanse. Step 2. You need something to exfoliate. Exfoliate. You got to get rid of the dead, dry skin. Dogs, they shed their fur. Yes? Snakes shed their skin, that bright coat. Humans don't naturally exfoliate. We're not rubbing against trees and stuff. Okay? So you got to get it off. The reasons why most people do not like things that are problematic with their skin over a period of time is generally due to not a lack of using an expensive moisturizer, it's a lack of exfoliator. Okay? So, once a week, twice a week, you want to make sure that's a big part of your regimen. The third one is moisturize. Now, it's a tough word, so I actually replace it with the word hydrate most of the time, especially talking to men. Men don't want to moisturize. They want to, but hydrate, yes. Hydrate. Yeah. I'll hydrate. Yeah. So. Also, by the way, I stopped using the word skincare as much in the very beginning. I started using the word personal care products. It's changed my business, because when I looked at Secret, my first thing was stuff women use.
Oh, yep.
That's what I thought. Stuff women use. Skincare. Stuff women use. I wasn't thinking about an aftershave. I wasn't thinking about shampoo, conditioner. I wasn't thinking about any of that stuff. I was thinking about stuff women use. So I started saying, hey, we have the best personal care products. Okay? And then it wasn't as, I got less resistance from the guys. So, because look, here's the thing. Your skin is your largest organ on your body, yes? 7 to 10 pounds. If you want to lose 10 pounds, take your skin off your clothes. And all of us know someone that looks older than they really are, younger than they really are, based upon that experience of looking at their organ. That's what you're seeing. You're seeing someone's outward organ that protects everything on the inside from the outside, right? So it is also one of the most important things in our world today as a defense mechanism to make sure that we're protecting it, okay? So it's your outward and inward defense. So I started learning these things about skincare, and people were like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And I also make up jokes about it. I was like, I've never met anyone that's trying to look older, faster, or uglier, quicker. Have you? Now, we are not a beauty company. Please write this down. We are not a beauty company. We are a health company. We are not a beauty company. We are a health company. Beautiful is not always healthy, but healthy is always beautiful. That's like saying if you're in shape, you're more beautiful. No, you're healthier. Healthier people are more beautiful. Huh. So, these are some of the things that help me inside of a living room. Now, whether I was in a living room, a coffee shop, a sit down, a Starbucks, doesn't matter. Now on Zoom, obviously. We figured out a way to be able to get these products across. But you want to have a product in all three of those categories. We don't want you to use 70 products. Well, maybe. I don't know. No, we don't. So, we don't want you to use our product line. I want you to have a product in those three categories that has these magic minerals from the Dead Sea. So what we have is we need a cleanser, we need an exfoliator, we need a hydrator. A moisturizer, right? So, now, you should have one of those products in three categories for your what? Face, and for your what?
Body.
For your what?
Body.
And your what? Okay, so you should be using at least 6 products, but you also have hair. Well, I don't get to use those anymore. Alright, so, but you also want to make sure you have something for your hair. Okay, so, and using in those three categories. Now, what I want to do is jump into here is a little bit about our products, and I'm going to actually pop up here. I did these 100 living room parties. Oh, by the way, you can write these numbers down. So my first year in Secret, oh, you're good. Okay. So my first year in Secret, I did a little over $250,000 in income. And it was from the momentum of those first 60 people that ended up leading into the next 10,000 in the first year. Okay. The second year was a little over $500,000. I made $1 million in my first 30 months. Now, now results are typical.
Yes.
Guaranteed income, right? So I got to pour, get this, 9 years of my previous experience into Secret, so that way we could utilize every tool and trait. You guys are not starting over. You're building with more wisdom. Do you guys understand that, yeah?
No, it's not.
Even if you were like me and I had to come over to Secret, get this. I came to Secret, I had a non-compete for 2 years. If I talked to anybody I worked with for the past 9 years, I would be sued. You guys get to talk to your entire teams, and your entire teams are in Secret. It's so unfair. Now, so don't tell me you can't go do this. Don't tell me that it's going to be challenging, it's going to be difficult. You can't. We didn't have anything. We didn't have a Jefferson Santos putting together tools and presentations online, right? We didn't have any of that stuff, right? So, but what I want you guys to do is inside of these living rooms, what do I do? So I came up with what I found 5 products. And Dr. Cohn said something on the kiosk, they called them the 5 wows. That actually wasn't from the kiosk. We did that in the field. Because I was like, what are the 5 what I call secret weapons? These were my 5 secret weapons out of every product I have found that gave me the most bang for my buck, the most impact products that were in the living room that when they got a chance to experience them, share them, feel them, touch them, not taste them, all right? So they had a chance to basically say, wow, that moved them into the rest of the product line, which means 5 products gave me a list into the entire product structure. So please put these in your notes, and I think I can put them up here. I'll do a, oh, did we break it? Maybe. Yeah. Okay. It's okay. Don't worry. I'm gonna. No, I'm not doing that. I'm actually doing PowerPoint, so we're good. Oh shoot! What? Oh, I'm on. They can't hear me.
Nobody and no sound.
Nobody and no sound. Okay, we got nothing. Hang on one sec, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. Pretend like this isn't awkward.
I was gonna give one.
Okay, here we go.
Never know.
All right. So, are we screen sharing on Zoom? Yeah, we're screen sharing, right? So we should be good. I think we're okay.
Audio.
I think we're okay. If they can hear me, they'll let us know if they can hear now, right? Probably, maybe. Okay. All right. So, the story of the Dead Sea. Yes. Now, by the way, I know what you're going to ask. Yes, the slides will be available. Don't worry, we'll get them to you. All right. All my greens are like, please give me the slides. Please give me the slides. Please give me the slides. Okay. So, okay. This click is not really totally working. Oh, there we go. All right. We're having some technology challenges, but we'll get there. Okay. So, story of the Dead Sea. Kiosks from around the world, yes? You ever walk through the mall? Beautiful Israelis who try to stop you, rub stuff on you? My friend. Don't make eye contact, they ninjas. So, this is what it is. Thank God they did what they did. And still doing what they're doing, okay? So, now, from around the world, we have this incredible brand, incredible story that we've had. So, but what I want to do is kind of share with you, oh, there we go, click. Obviously, magazines we've featured about. What makes Secret unique, as you guys know, is the Dead Sea, okay? So, a couple things on the Dead Sea. You guys have probably seen most of this information. 1,388 feet below sea level, 1.7 million people. 21 minerals. Now, I don't know if this is true, I probably shouldn't say this, but apparently people keep saying things from stage to make sure that it ends up happening. This is what I think is happening. I know that this year, one of my favorite things inside of Secret is an opportunity to take the leadership to the Dead Sea. And I don't know about you, but how many guys think that, maybe in the future, the diamond destination trip that Secret covers should be to Israel to the Dead Sea? How many guys think that? So, now, from everywhere, we like to say we're your daily dose of vitamin C. That's cute. See what I did there? Now, from everybody that's from around the world that has utilized the Dead Sea, but from our product line, what we're looking at is a full-scale product line, everything you need, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay? So, but these were the what I call 5 wows. I developed this through hundreds of demonstrations in the very beginning of my business that I found that were simple, easy, effective, would work in every marketplace, would work in every different price point, would work in different parts of the body, that would give people kind of a full-scale experience into the world of Secret very, very quickly. A lot of times when we were promoting the business, one of the experiences that I have is people like, here's another pitch. Here we go again. Here's another opportunity. So what I would say to those people that were giving me resistance and pushback, if Michael was one of those guys who was like, and I should say, Michael, look, give me 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to share with you 5 products in 5 minutes, and if you don't say, wow, I'm not even going to show you the business plan. That's how I started Secret. Okay? So I was like, hey, Michael, listen, I'm going to show you 5 products in 5 minutes. If you don't say wow, then, then it was good catching up. We'll have coffee. So we won't go any further. And it's impossible. And what happened is it was almost like they were on a mission not to say wow. Right? And sometimes I would get to product number 4 before I would get it. But by product number 5, it was impossible. And it would slip out. And the reason why is wow is not a word you use to describe something after the fact. It's an emotional response. When someone says, how was that training? It was a wow training. Like, that's not how you would describe it, right? The only time wow comes out is when it's a physical response, something you experience in your body where you go, what? Like, it comes out. And so what will happen a lot of times, they'll even say it under their breath. So what I found was these 5 products. Now, why these 5? Well, the nail buffer, because some of these is where the kiosk started. And I was like, if they can move $1 billion in product, okay, $1 billion in product in the mall, in kiosks, from an enemy to a stranger, from somebody who doesn't want to stop, the reason they're going to be able to do that is because they were able to show somebody something immediately to make them say what? Wow. Okay? So, the nail buffer was one of them, the body butter, okay, the salt and oil scrub. The only one that's difficult to transport is the salt and oil scrub. I just want you to know, understand it, you are going to have oil on everything you own for about 2 years if you're going to make $1 million inside a Secret, okay? I mean, yes? Just salt and oil everywhere, right? I feel like I got assaulted and oiled inside a Secret, okay? Stupid. It's going to be everywhere. I'm just letting you know. We're going to find a better way to transport it. By the way, here's one of the tips I figured out. Okay? If you take the top of the lid for the body butter and stick it on top of the salt and oil scrub, it helps a little bit, but not a lot. It's still getting everywhere. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a couple of demonstrations, whether it's in a living room or a coffee shop. So how many of you, I need about 4 or 5 people real quick that have, nope, calm down. So that have never tried our product line. Okay, never tried our product line. One, Jeff Bolt. One, Jeff Bolt. 2, yep, coming up. 1, 2, 3.
Jeff Bolt.
Oh, you're already walking up. 4, all right. 5, all right, go, come on. 6, okay, yeah, come. All right, so, you've never? Yeah, get on up here. All right, so, perfect. A little bit 1, 5. So come up here on stage. Come on. Give him a round of applause. Okay. Yeah, that's all right. We'll be all right. All right, what I want to do, let me see if this is possible for my friends on Zoom. For my friends, I want you guys to, oh, maybe I can. Is it going to work? Yeah.
What are you doing?
I think it's working.
Oh, yay.
So, you guys didn't break it totally. So, I'm actually going to put you guys up here so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. Cool. All right. So, so come over here. I'm going to show you guys a couple of the products. I'm not going to have time to do all of them on all of you, but I'm going to basically do what I would do if I was either in a living room, coffee shop, or whatever it may be. So, your name? Jessica. Hi, nice to meet you. All right, so first things first is if I was in a living room, if you're doing a secret party, whatever it is, you're inviting people over, first thing, you got some music, you got some on, people are going to come in. First thing I'm going to do is we're going to hook up your hands. It's like our gateway product. Okay? So it's before the event starts, before the presentation starts. Juliana? Juliana. So Juliana comes in, maybe she's my friend, and says, hey, thank you so much for coming. Hey, I want to look at your hands real quick. Let me show you something real quick, okay? All right, so before we get started, I actually don't recommend one of 2 things, either clear bowl or a white bowl. The white bowl is by far the best. Yeah, I bought all my stuff at dollar store. No joke, in Southern California, when I started Cesar, we did so many demonstrations, not one dollar store or not one Dollar Tree had any white bowls left after the first 3 months. Okay? Our team's bought up every single one of them. The white bowl's better. The reason why is because you get to see the dead skin accumulating on the inside. So it's a visual experience, not just a physical experience. All right? The more, the better. Like the grosser it is. It's like, really, Now, a couple of tips here. You want to mix it in. So what happens is, think about it like old-fashioned peanut butter. The oil rises to the top. You got to dig to the bottom, and you want to mix this through all the way to the bottom and get it on here. One of the easiest ways to do it, if it's already sealed, okay, right, is to turn it over, okay, and shake it all the way up and mix it while it's before you open it up. Little tips. All right. Okay. So next, by the way, your showers, be careful with the salt and oil, as you guys know. So. But a couple things here. Hopefully you guys can see somewhat.
Slippery.
Right.
Slippery floor.
So,
here.
put your hands over. Okay. I'm going to go as quick as I can. I only got about 20 minutes. So, put your hands over and get a little bit of water. Okay. So, the water is going to help it go through just a little bit. So, just throw it together. Okay. So, this, I'm going to pretend like you guys aren't here. But then I'm also going to be talking to you. Just do it. So, this is our salt and oil scrub. Okay. So, this is the salt from the Dead Sea. Ever been to the Dead Sea? It's okay, we bring it to you. But go ahead and smell. Go ahead and what?
Smell.
Okay, so, all right, most people buy products not because of what they do, but because of how they
Feel.
Number 1 reason women buy shampoo is not that it works, because it smells good. So, here you go. Put it over here. Okay. So, what you're going to do is you're going to scrub this together. So scrub the top of your hands, knuckles, cuticles. I mimic what I want them to do, because a lot of times they'll just do this, which is not what we want. So get in there, get in there. If they're not scrubbing hard enough, I'll ask them to scrub harder, because if they don't scrub hard enough, it won't exfoliate and the oils won't soak in. They'll feel oily. Okay? So scrub. So it's actually a full body scrub. Use it from your neck all the way to your toes. Once a week or twice a week if you're obsessed. Like some people. Alright. So, and it's really good. It's going to help rejuvenate your skin. The oils are going to really be great. But if you know anyone with any kind of challenges on their body or their skin, this is really good. But if anything from cellulite to stretch marks, anything, the more they use this, the better they're going to see their skin, because it's going to help rejuvenate their skin faster. Okay. So now, I'm going to pour a little bit of water. Rub your hands together. let me know when all that salt comes off. Look at that smile. All right, good?
Yes.
Okay. So now I don't need a little bit of water, okay? And then what you're gonna do is this, you're just gonna pat dry. Use it just paper towel, whatever it is. So pat dry, how do you think it's going? Bomb, right? So now, you're gonna feel the oils, right? They're gonna soak in about 10 minutes and soft as a baby's butt. So, I'm gonna just give you a little bit of this, which I should have a little stick here, but whatever, we're just gonna go with it. Oh, I got one right here. From this one. So this is our body butter. So this is for your butt. Okay, so, it's not for your face. It's why it's not called face butter. Okay, but it's also really thick. Okay, so yeah. Now a little bit goes a long way. Guys, much less usually. This much, right? So, all right. So just a little bit. You want to rub that in. So you can see it's not oily. It's not greasy. We don't use any mineral oils, synthetic oils, petroleum-based oils. And also a lot of the guys use it actually for their hair, style their hair. It'll do that for your hair. So instead of using like clay or gel. But also sunburn, because I get white and burn, that's all I get. So, and if you know any sunburn spray in the refrigerator, use it afterwards. It's delicious. Okay, so sounds good, perfect. And then we're off to the rest of the party. Make sense? Mixing and mingling for the next 10 minutes. All she's doing is this. Waiting for what's next. Okay, right? So good. So yeah, we're just talking. So now you can see here. Oh my God. Okay. So now I don't have time to do all of you on salt and oil. By the way, so if you want demos, we'll do demos here. But I'm going to move on the rest because we can do them really spitfire fast. Okay. So next one here. So when we sit down and we're doing a demonstration, we're doing a presentation, and we're going to evolve this as we go. And don't tell me somebody. Oh, I'll put it over there. Okay. So thank you. Okay. This little bad boy, a little nail buffer. Okay. So on the nail buffer, we're going to do. Oh, you guys look good. Say hi. I'll borrow your thumb. Okay. So, all right. So. Double checking. All right. So there are three sides to this button block. There's the blue, the gray, and the white, and the steps are 1, 2, 3 on. All right. So the blue side, I seriously don't. When you woke up this morning, you thought a Crown Royale was going to bump your thumb on stage. All right. So 3 sides to this block. Okay. Now you can have him do it himself. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, you don't have to do it. They can do it. So the gray side. Okay. So. And then the white side, watch this. You hear me, DJ?
That's squeaky.
That's when you know it's working.
Yep.
Wham!
Does that count as wow?
By the way, in case you didn't hear him, you said WTF. Which stands for, wow, that's fantastic.
Oh, wow.
Come here and show these guys. So, throw them both next to each other. Okay? Now, here's the thing. So, go ahead. Yeah. Dude, show those off. Show off at the same time. Okay? So, no joke. The guys get more excited about the products than the women. I just want you guys to know, my first 2 years in secret, every one of my platinums and diamonds were all guys under 30 that made a lot of money. The reason why women were like, oh, that's cool, or better than what I've used. Guys are like, it's a new toy we never had. Did you see my thumb? The guys are all obsessed with the comp plan are like, show me the money. As soon as you bump their thumb.
Yeah. You're going to be holding his hand out there all day. Like, look.
Right? You won't stop. Now, I always ask them, are you right or left-handed? The right-handed. I'll do the right thumb or the left thumb. Now, tip. Okay? People want to do the rest of their fingers. They're like, no, you got to buy it. It's a sample. Come on. Okay? So, right. So, make sense? Okay. Now, when I sit down in a coffee shop, who has a finger polish on? Perfect. Okay? First first name is?
Colleen.
Colleen, beautiful story lesson, Colleen. Alright, so I'm sitting down with Colleen. Colleen. Alright, so I'm sitting down with Colleen and we're at Starbucks and she's got something on her nails. Right? This happens all consistently. Right? So what's going to happen is it's very simple. I'll just look to somebody else in the Starbucks real quick and I'll say, hey, excuse me, miss. You know, so can you do me a favor? So I want to show my friend one of our products, but she has something on her nails. Do you have natural nails?
Yes.
Can I borrow your thumb real quick? And everyone just gives you their thumb. It's really weird. And then I go, so I'm talking to her while I'm bumming her thumb. And I go, so check this out. So there's three sides. There's the blue side, which is going to take off all the ridges on the nail. There's the gray side, and the gray side is going to basically bring out some of the oils. It's going to get rid of all the junk. And then there's the white side, okay? All right, and if you hear, you're going to be DJing the night coat, right? So,
Wow.
all right, and wham! Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
Right, now check it out. So now, can you let it touch you? Yeah, touch your nails. Isn't that nuts? All right, perfect. And I ignore her, but she's listening now to my entire presentation. 3 times I didn't recruit the person I was with, I recruited the stranger who bumped their thumb. Okay? So, now, here's what's great. They go home with a shiny thumb. It is the best follow-up tool ever. They can't stop thinking about secret when they're texting all day long. They're like, secret. Okay? Are we good on that one, yes? Okay? So, right? One thumb, no more thumbs. Someone's going to want it and be like, and that's, you take it away from them. They're like, no, you got to buy it. All right? So, they're going to want it. Next. All right? So we did 3. We did the salt and oil scrub, we did the body butter, okay, and we did the nail butter, okay, number 4, okay, this one. I'm going to borrow all of your wrists. I'm going to use all of you for this one, okay. So if you, I want to do the inside of your wrist. The inside of your wrist we do because it's most similar to your face. This is actually an exfoliator. It's supposed to get rid of all your dead dry skin. It is not for your body, although guys don't read directions, so we started rubbing it everywhere. And we found out that it brightens up tattoos. That's how we figured that out. Wow. Okay, so I got so many weird stories from the dating secret. I'm not going to talk about it today. So, right, dream trip, it'll be come out though. So here's what we're going to do. So the salt and oil is for your body, yes? This is the exfoliator to get rid of all the dead skin on your face, okay? So, but I want to show you on your wrist what it looks like. So I'm just going to take 1 pump, all right? So, and I'm going to put it on the inside of the wrist. Don't touch it yet. Don't touch it yet. Just let it sit there, okay? Okay. So you can see it's just a clear gel, and I'll do it on Zoom so you guys can see how I do it on Zoom. Now, at the demo, at the party, at the sit down at the Starbucks, or here on Zoom, I'll do it on the top of my hands because I got some stuff on. Okay? So what I want you guys to do here, real quick, if you guys can hopefully see. See this, the clear gel. What I want you to do is I just want you to take 1 finger, don't like rub, just I want you to basically kind of do little baby circles, and rub little baby circles into the product into your hand. And what will happen is it'll start to dissolve. And it'll like catch. You see that top layer? Yeah. What you see all those little white balls popping up? You know what that is? That's all your dead dry skin. Isn't that gross? Alright, so usually the women are like gross, the guys are like, ooh. Okay? So, right? Now, if you take a look at that, that's absolutely incredible. Now, if you guys here, pass the tissue down. Pass the tissue down and you can kind of rub it off. Okay? Now, if you look on the camera, you can actually see it from the stage. That one of my hands that exfoliated is much brighter than the other side. Immediately within 10 seconds. Okay? So once you take it off, touch the wrist you didn't exfoliate, touch the wrist that you did. Write these things down. Touch the wrist that you didn't exfoliate, touch the wrist that you did. Can you see the difference? In Southern California, I have to warn the women because I was like, we're going to take your fake tan right off. Okay. So, you see the difference, right? So, when I talk to people about this, I had a guy in Southern California, all he wanted to do in secret is he wanted to pay for his college books. He took this product to school every day. He said about every 7 women that he demoed the product on, 1 would buy. 1 bought a half-empty bottle from him on the spot because she couldn't wait for it to show up for 5 days. Right? So, if you're looking at inventory of product, if there was 1 that you had with you at all times, that you can make an impact with in a second on an airplane, in a line, at a Starbucks, somewhere, this is the one. Do not leave home without it. Okay, right? So, because you can show somebody a little mini miracle literally on their wrist. Like, there's none of you don't believe in this now. Before, now if I told you, I was like, hey man, we got a nail buffer and we got an exfoliator. Okay. But what did he say when I bumped his thumb?
WT.
Wow, that's fantastic. Right? Now, this is a different product to you 1 minute later than it was 1 minute ago. You guys see that? Okay? Because this, what happened is my brain instinctively, when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, this will sell. Why? Because the moment they experienced it, there was the instant gratification. Good? Okay, last one. I gotta move quick. Alright? So we are not covering everything today, but it's okay. We're gonna do lots more in the future. So, number 5. Mud in the Dead Sea. Okay? Now, just so you guys know a little bit of the reason why we did these products and these 5 products that I found out was the exfoliator for the body and the face. A lot of times people had an expensive moisturizer that I felt like I was competing against. It was difficult because a lot of women, you're very religious about products that you love. Even if the product is like you can't be available, you will find a way to get it smuggled in from another country somehow. Guys, you're not religious. You're just like I don't like change, so we just buy something. We buy the same thing. You don't change your deodorant you bought from 15, 20 years ago, right? So that's how we are. We're creatures of habit. So what I found was instead of competing against their facial product, I was trying to find 5 products that may or may not be already used inside that was their gateway product in. And once they got in and loving this product for Secret, when they ran out of whatever it is, it opened up to the rest of the line of the products. Does this make sense? Yeah. Okay. So this is why all this. So there's a method to the madness, and after doing this for 9 years. So this is the mud from the Dead Sea. All right, if you ever Google pictures of the Dead Sea, you're going to see people with mud all over, right? So boot me here with the wrist real quick. I'm going to make a mess. Okay. So the other wrist if you can. You don't have to, it's just usually nice. If it's open, if it's free, give it to me. So I'm going to put a little bit of mud on all of your wrists. Okay? Now normally this is not designed for your wrists, it's designed for your face. It's designed for your what? Face. Face. Okay. So it's designed for the face. We're going to put a little bit of this on here, put a little bit of this on here. Okay? Now normally if you put something on your skin, especially if you put it on your face, eventually you got to take it off. Yeah? Now, if you want to get it off, what do you typically, if you put something on your skin, what do you got to do to get it off?
Wash it off.
Wash it off, rub it off, peel it off, wipe it off, something like that, right? This one is a little bit unique, because one of the reasons why do you put something on your face? 2 reasons. You want to put good things in, take bad things out, yes? Why do you put something on your face? You want to put what?
Good things in, bad things out.
Okay? This was like the guy version of dumbed down skincare. Okay? I don't want you to be estheticianologists. Alright, okay? That's not your job.
What?
Some of you guys are trying to be product experts. That's fine if you want to be broke.
Oh, yeah.
Is that cool?
Now, I became a product expert. I know the products. I still don't answer the questions on the products. My first presentation I did inside of a living room. Here's what happened. I was in a living room in Mission Viejo, Orange County. And there was 5 women there, and I got my box of products, and I got everything out, right? And I am terrified. And there are 3 estheticians in the room. Here's how dumb I am. I don't know what an esthetician is. That's not a joke. I asked them, I said, what kind of doctor is that? She was like, and I was like, this is going to be fun. So here's what I said. I said, hey guys, I'm brand new. This is my first one. Please be easy on me. And I was like, so we got these amazing products from the Dead Sea. Told them the story of Secret. Told them the story of the Dead Sea, because I'd learned that story at that point, because I'd heard it 5 or 6 times, right? And then what I basically did, and the first question somebody asked me is, what's in it? How many of you guys are got that, yeah? So here's what I did. I went, and here's what she did. And it worked so well, I've been doing it for 9 years and never changed. Now, here's the reason why. Okay? Instead of going, what's in it, and you go, right? What's in it? Now I hand it with confidence. I'm like, here you go. Now, 9 times out of 10 that'll work. Does it work on everybody? No, right? So are you going to have the one person that's going to be like, only uses things that she made in her backyard and in her bathtub, Yeah, we're not for her. Fine. We're not going to get everybody. But all of you guys have somebody inside of your living room that you guys know that it doesn't matter what it is, it's never good enough, right? Yes. You guys have experienced that before. But 9 times out of 10, I found out that works, okay? Most of the time, the reason why is the people who ask don't even know what they're asking. Yes. So this is what they do. They go, oh, they don't even read it. You can tell. So, I pass it on, it looks like this. Now, if somebody asks you what's in it, so we have our fact sheets, and we'll show you where you can find those and where to send those, okay? So, but we're getting this on, we're putting this on. Now, normally I just leave this on for a few seconds, but I want to give you guys an example of how this works, right? So, how we remove this is a little bit different. We wanted to find a way, the secret, how to pull out all the bad things, but leave the good things. Because a lot of times when you watch something off, you watch off the good stuff. So we want to leave the good stuff. So how do we leave the good stuff? Is we have this cool little thing, it's a magnet. So what we did is we magnetized the iron that we put inside the product. So we're going to suck off the mud. We're going to suck it off. And we're going to suck out all the bad stuff, but then we're going to leave the good stuff for your skin. So we got these little caps. By the way, how many of you guys have figured out that it's really difficult to get the mud off if you put the cap on, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're like, look, I know your thing. Alright? So we're going to put the cap on. We're going to pass the magnet along the mud. We're going to suck off the mud, but it's going to leave the moisture for your skin. Okay? So you ready? You ready? Alright, so actually, I'm going to have you go right over here on this camera. So, okay? You guys see overlap? So, and voila. Okay. What did she say? Back. Don't worry. Okay. Come over here. Come on. So put your hand over the camera. You guys ready? I'm not even touching it. Yeah. Okay. Isn't that crazy? Wow, that's fantastic. Now the best part is go ahead and touch your wrist after we took off the mud.
Oh, wow.
Okay, and then that's. Now touch it. All right. Now, so those 5, by the way, whenever I do the M4, this is one of my favorite things if you're at a Starbucks or you're somewhere. When you put it on this person, right? So I put it on this person, I'm always going to look over to somebody and be like, hey, check this out, right before I do it. You don't have to say anything other than that. Be like, hey, check this out. And they're like, what? Every presentation, I got a new prospect. All right? Now, if you look at it, it's just magnetic mud, right? Magnetic mud. Okay? So we're going to suck off all the mud, and we just take the cap off, we clean it off, and we are good to go. So those are 5 products. How does it smell, right? Okay? So now I'm spending a lot more time than 5 minutes on this, obviously, as you guys know, but I can do those 5 products in 5 minutes. And what you're looking to do is like, it's almost like you're trying to not go impress, break. It's like impress, boom. Oh my God. Yeah, this is different. Because it is. It is different. What Secret has is special. Okay? And then all I would ask somebody, if we were sitting down, all right, I would be like, what's your first name? Mike. So I'd ask Mikey, I would say, Mikey, say, listen, if you put these 5 products, do you think you could show those 5 products I just showed you to somebody right now? Yeah, you have to know anything about skincare to do it? Nothing. But if you show 5 people the same products that I just showed you, do you think they'd be impressed? Yeah. Do you think they'd probably buy it? Yeah. Do you have to convince women how to show things to their girlfriends? No. They can do that automatically? Yes. Yeah. It's like you can't stop it. Yeah, right? So women are going to share things they like with their friends. So if you could introduce these products to them and doing what I did with you and show them, and you see how we could build this thing pretty quick. So you ready to get started? Welcome to the team. So, right? Okay? So you don't have to recruit on the comp plan. You can recruit off of 5 products and demonstrating our products. So it's very simple. What I'm basically, the products move the business, not the business moving the product.
Right.
Do you see it? Yeah. So all I did was it was living room to living room to living room. It was like, who can we demo on? Who can we demo on? Who can we demo on? So it's every day I'm demoing. Every day I'm demoing. Every day. You guys know that, right? So, right? So with that, I know that there's a lot more information you guys want to learn. And we're going to get you guys more information. We're going to teach you about the product lines. We're going to teach you the difference between the blue and the green and the foundational and the red line and our BioShield line and what it means and all that other stuff. I'm just going to ask you to be careful. What I'm asking you to be careful is the more you know, the more you are the resource. You don't want to be the resource, you want to learn to be resourceful.
Right.
It's about doing what duplicates, not what works.
Yep.
There's many things that will work. If you become the product expert, your entire team gravitates and shrinks towards you. You become where the business stops. You don't want the business to contract towards you, you want the business to expand away from you. Now, does that mean that there are times where you might miss some business, potentially, that if you weren't the expert for, you might miss it? And the answer is what? Yes. But what you'll lose in being a super expert in a scenario, you will gain so much more because you'll replicate a business where people can say, I can do it. Right? So, is there anything up here that I did that you guys think like you couldn't do? Pretty simple stuff, right? So, does it make sense? Yeah. Can we give them all a big round of applause? Now, I think we're out of time, right? We have time? Yep.
Jesse, can you real quick talk about the close? I've had some people use paper applications, some people on their computer, like what you do when they're actually buying it.
So here's just a quick recommendation at the end of the presentation. So at the end of your presentation, from there, some of you guys are going to go through your points. And look, you guys, I'm not going to teach you guys how to do a travel party. You know how to do a travel party. You already know that, right? You're going to integrate this in as a part of your story. Integrate these demonstrations in. The skincare stuff you're going to talk about. When I talk about the skincare, I'm going to talk about the nutrition. It's very simple. It's 4 products, 3 steps. Health made simple, right? When people ask me, well, does it fix this? I say, I don't know. All I know is the products are clean, the products are safe. You got 100% money back guarantee. Products are clean, products are safe. You got 100% money back guarantee. They're full-size samples. They're full-size samples. They're full-size samples. Write this in your notes. They're full-size samples. Because if I have somebody else ask me, do you guys have samples? Alright? Now, will we have samples? I don't know. I don't care, honestly. And the reason why is this. Our products are so demonstratable, I would rather do a demo with you on the spot and make you say, wow, and have the experience to close you then than to give you a sample knowing it's probably going to sit in your purse or in your car or on your shelf and never get used. And I got to follow up with you at the right time, at the right moment when you get it. And it's just, I'm wasting so much money. Our products are so sampleable. You only need one little piece to demonstrate to give someone a result to make them say, what? Wow. All right? So, by the end of the presentation, I'm basically asking people, do you see yourself saving money as a customer, or do you see yourself saving more money, and making money with us by sharing these products? Where do you see yourself? All right? Do you see yourself saving money as a customer? And we want to spoil you. We hope you become a secret lover.
A secret what?
A secret lover.
Secret lover. So, or you can become an agent with us and save even more money and share this with people and earn income and get free product credit as well. What makes the most sense to you? You ready to get started? Now, there's ways to do it. Now, if you have a group of people, I like having the application because I like handing it to people and be like, look, fill this out. I'm going to just submit it later. If there's more than one, if it's just one person, I'm just doing it right there on my phone. I'm doing it right there on my computer. I'm doing it right there on my iPad or the iPad you got because you went bronze, right? So I'm doing that. But if I don't have that right there, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hand out the applications. And of course, what you guys train people, go talk to the most excited person, close them, and then move on. Right? So, and you can go one by one, but I like, just so you guys know, what you guys haven't had the experience of, is the forms, the little collections, and we'll go through how to pitch it and different things. The reason the collections inside of the back office are in 3 pieces and 3 steps, and maybe we can do back office training at some point online, or maybe tonight or whenever, is I want to have a product in those 3 categories. Let them shop. I don't go through all the products, but I want to have them all out, because they look sexy, don't they?
Yes.
This is your store. Okay? Let people shop. They will find their way through what they want. If you give them that experience and they fall in love with the 5, they're going to go, okay, if this is good, I'm going to trust everything else in the line is going to be good. Okay? So you'll get them into the line, let them shop, let them sign them up. But I'm just basically, if there's more than people, I start filling them out and then just, enter them online if I can. Okay? So, let's get into it. Is this good? Yes?
Yes.
Helpful? Yes? Okay. So, oh man, there's so much I want to teach you guys. And we're going to continue through this process, but I just want to say thank you. Thank you for trusting in us, but particularly your leadership. Your leadership is given, they've been saying that, the gratitude and the humility that we have, the humility that your leadership has had in coming to Secret, going, whatever we can do, and how do we do this, and how do we learn, and how do we grow, and I know it takes an incredible amount of faith and trust to put the people that you've developed your relationships and your friends and your family with for 15 years, many of you, to put that influence in the hands of somebody else that you don't know. And many of you guys, you don't know me yet. And we don't take that lightly. And I know that Mazafar and I, we talk about it every day as to what you guys were willing to do to trust in us. And the only reason why this is happening is because of that. And I promise you, we will never betray that. And we'll make sure that we do everything on our side, that everything that you guys promised people comes true. So thank you for that. But Keith, I want you to know something. You said something the other day and it really pissed me off. You did. You were like, I'm in this till the wheels fall off. Yeah. I'm letting you know, the wheels ain't never falling off this thing. The wheels ain't never falling off this thing. Ever. You want to know why? Because we're the ones building the car. We're the ones building this thing. As long as I know you're here, as long as I know I'm here, the wheels ain't never falling off this bad boy. And if the wheels fall off this bad boy, I know you could carry the whole sucker. We have a tremendous amount of work to do, and the honor and respect that I have for each and every one of you, I can't even begin to tell you what this next year is going to bring for us. I'm going to ask you something. I have 9 years of people that are a little frustrated right now with what's happening. And I know yesterday some of you guys laughed at 2 hours. Look, it's hurt. Like, they have customers that it's been painful for them. I know it's been painful for you, but it's been painful for them. When you see a secret agent, some of you guys are messaging my team online every day, and they don't make money from you helping them. They're helping you, giving you answering your questions. And some of you guys are a little demanding about getting information from people that don't have a vested interest, and they will in the future. And once they meet you and they know you, I get it. And I just want you to just love on them right now, because this has been painful for them, and they didn't ask for this. Yep. All right? But once they see what you guys are going to have and the element that's going to be added in the secret, I can't wait for our first trip together when you get a chance to meet your extended family over here, because I get to represent 9 years of people that put blood, sweat, and tears into creating a home for all of us to build together. And I need your help, because right now they're a little frustrated. Can you do that for me, please? Yeah. So reach out to them and just say thank you if you're in communication with one of our secret agents. But this young lady I get a chance to introduce, I'm super excited because when I got a chance to see her and I saw her, it was more her spirit. And it's funny because I see organizations and I think, people talk about culture. Because, they talk about culture. And how do you define culture? And I believe culture is very simple. Culture is one person's character that's duplicating in their organization. Right. And I believe that this individual, it's very easy to see why the culture inside of her organization is the way it is because of who she is and how she is with her people. And her spirit, her fight, but she just like exudes this bubble of love, but also like, let's get to it. I know there are stories behind the stories that are unveiling and unfolding as we build this thing here together. But I know she's going to come up here and drop some wisdom on all of you. And because she was one of the first people that was like, I'm going to do some parties. And I'm going to do some parties, and I need some product, and I need product now. And we found a way to smuggle products into somewhere, in some way, and somehow, and contacting agents to be able to communicate with her. And she's been putting hundreds of people online through demonstrations and parties. When she's like, what, I can't go to living rooms? Perfect, I'm going to do it online. I'm going to find a way, over, under, or through. I'm going to make it happen. And she's been leading the charge. And our field that's been building in skincare for 9 years is going, what is this woman doing?